Well, thanks for coming on the podcast, Harry Hill.
Well, it's my great pleasure, yeah.
Welcome to the Manosphere.
I don't know. Oh, is it the Manosphere?
Yeah,
Is that what we're talking about? Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Is it?
No,
Yeah.
we sort of like, we.
I mean, it was great while it lasted, the Manosphere.
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
it, for
over
us?
now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing lasts forever.
No, it doesn't. It's a shame. The remnants of the Manosphere.
I was quite happy with the patriarchy. And
Yeah.
but then the Manosphere
Yeah.
came over and took over where the patriarchy left off.
I think the Manosphere isn't. It's a rented Ferrari, isn't it? And the guy is gonna.
Oh, is it rented?
I'm sure they are. Where do they get the money from?
Well, I think it's from Muggs
Paying for
tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah. That can't last forever, though.
I think don't they get a cut of deodorants?
Oh, really?
Links. I think isn't there some type with links?
Yeah, and they do. So they teach you how to do crypto. Do you do crypto?
I got my own crypto.
Yeah,
Hasbucks.
Hasbucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Well, it's early day. We're pre-revenue,
Yeah.
as they say on Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
We're pre-revenue, but we want. I'm looking for £50,000 in exchange for 2% of the business.
Okay. Yeah. People are like, so you were aware of the Hock Tour girl?
No. What's
No,
that?
she was famous for about.
Who's he?
She said what was the clip was it went viral anyway. And they launched.
Well, you
a
say
coin.
that, but I didn't see it.
No, you did not. But they launched a coin based off her catchphrase, which was Hock Tour, which was her talking about how she gives blowjobs. And
Right.
the coin plummeted and people lost their houses. But the whole point at the time was if you put money into Hock Tour coin, maybe you don't deserve a house.
I've still got those coins. It must have been 96 Euros, was it? Or the World Cup.
Okay.
They produced coins for that.
I remember them, yeah. Be David Seaman on a 50p.
That's it.
You still got them?
It wasn't a 50p. It was in like a cardboard display unit.
Okay.
You pressed them into. You had to buy petrol to get them.
Yeah.
Worth a lot of money
Worth-
now.
are they
imagine,
actually
with the
worth
price
money
of fuel
now?
going up.
There's always someone I know that will have a dad who's got something, they go, this is going to be, and they find out it's not. But then people do, like, what they call the toys, Furbies, are now worth loads.
Yeah. That was if you were smart, you put all your money into Furbies.
But I had them as a kid. I
Not like me, but split it half between Furbies, half between Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Harry, you were won the Edinburgh Award in 1992. What was that?
I can't fault your research.
Yes, I'm thorough.
It was the Newcomer Award.
Was it Newcomer? Was that so? When did that start? Because Newcomer wasn't a
It
thing.
started that year.
You were the first one to win it.
It wasn't something that existed.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I've heard.
Yeah.
But they felt like I'd tried so hard that I deserved something. So in fact, what happened was, they produced the list of who's winning the Perrier Award or who was going to be on for that. And there's like that party. Have you ever been?
I went. I did So You Think You're Funny. So I did the Gilded Balloon party.
Yeah.
Was that the similar one?
I don't know what it. Anyway, it was the Perrier Awards party.
Okay.
And Steve Coogan had won it.
Yeah.
Well, they must have. Did they tell you beforehand? No, they just announced it on the night. Yeah, but they said to me, my then agent at the time said to me, the judges have said you should go to the party because there might be something of interest to you.
Oh, really?
So I finished my show, went to the party, but not knowing what it was.
Mm-hmm.
They announced Steve Coogan's had won, and then they said, "Oh, we're going to give the special award, Best Newcomer, or something. Was it Best Newcomer?
Yeah.
To Harry Hill."
Amazing. Do you get money with it?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't even get an award until I made a fuss.
Really? So they didn't hand you a trophy or anything?
No.
And that's where Best Newcomer comes from?
That is the origin of the phrase Best Newcomer.
Because you were the first. I remember.
It'd never been coined before that.
It's ruined.
There'd only been winner, second place and third place before in all competitions.
Yeah.
That's the first recorded reference to the phrase Best Newcomer.
Did you win the Perrier Main Award after?
No.
You didn't come back for that?
Well, the truth is, so I got this Best Newcomer. So, but the funny thing was, So the award ceremony is on the Saturday.
Mm.
And it was also that Saturday was the night of our last show. So I only did 2 weeks, right? So the first week, the second week.
Yeah.
The last Saturday, finished the show, got the best newcomer. Everyone wants to see the show. They couldn't.
Really?
So I was an enigma. It was like, well, who is this
so it didn't
guy?
even help you run?
Well, I mean, what it did... I didn't say what the prize was. Playing the Purcell Rooms at the Festival Hall. You know, it's basically a venue for music and died terribly.
Really? Mm. And how long have you been going at comedy by this point? When
2 years.
2 years.
Well, you know, I gave my job up in 1990.
And you're a doctor?
I was a doctor, yeah.
Urologist?
No.
No? That's what it says online.
Yeah. Well, I know it says I was a brain surgeon or something on Wikipedia, I think.
Really?
But it's not true, and I never changed it because I quite like the idea.
Yeah, so what did you specialise in then?
Nothing.
Okay. You come and they go, I got a headache, I don't know.
Yeah. I was just a junior doctor.
All right.
A sort of out of control junior doctor who didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
The best type. You know, I did it for sort of 2 years, and I didn't really like it.
And how did you start stand-up then?
When I was a medical student, I was in a double act with a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm. He
was the funniest person at school. So if you asked anyone in our year at school who was going to be the comedian, it would have been this guy. But he was funny. You know, the difference between being funny in a pub and being funny, making other people laugh. And we both know that how you get on as a comedian is not so much being funny; it's just being really pushy.
Yes.
So he didn't have that.
No, that's the thing. And a lot of really funny people, they go, well, why would I do this to strangers?
They don't need it.
No, they go, that'd be weird.
They don't need that special hug you can only get from a stranger. Like we do. And
that's why when you meet some comedians, really successful ones, and they're the most insane, crazy, serious person you've ever met in your life, and you go, and then there's a guy in the pub who's got a big smile on his face, and you go, no, that's the comedian. The psycho has got some weird pre-gig ritual. Yeah,
I mean, there is a crossover. There are those ones too. We know those people.
Yeah. But what's funny about you getting Newcomer, because that became the absolute be-all and end-all for every new act going to Edinburgh.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think massive. The year after was Tim Vine.
Amazing. Good caliber. I've seen people in
But what was good
about
it, Red, what I'm trying to get at is, what was good about it was that I wasn't competing for it.
No.
Because it wasn't a thing.
No.
I knew I would never get I wasn't going to get the main prize because, it was a very poor show, if I'm honest. It was quite shonky. So anyway, then the next year I go up. Of course, everyone wants to see it. I wrote a new show, which is a better show, but it tanked terribly.
Really?
Yeah.
Bad
slagged
reviews.
Off, yeah.
How many people were you performing it to?
Oh, it's packed.
That's worse.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I did think that because I had a rough run in 2018 and 2022, so twice, 4 years apart.
Yeah.
But I was performing to sort of 6 people, and I always went, that was better than it being 50 people who hated it as well, you know?
Well, the other thing, what happened was, so no one was coming to the year I got the Best Newcomer, no one came to the show really much. It'd be like, 20 people. And it was me and this friend of mine from medical school who played the keyboard, right? And I said to him, he was always up for a laugh, Matt, right? I said to him, do you want to go up to the Edinburgh Festival? He said, yes. He said, I'll do it if, as long as I can sing this song about this girl that I fancy called Kath. Right?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, fine. Okay. So what would happen is people would come in. He would take the tickets. I would hide in this box on stage. It was like a trunk. And he would take the tickets. And then he'd start playing the music. And I would jump out of the box. It was a big surprise. So no one came. And then we got this fantastic review in the Guardian, right? So the then comedy correspondent, William Cook, have you heard of him?
No.
Well, he started off all that
He's
being...
like Brian Logan now.
He sort of started, he was like the first of the comedy correspondents.
Yeah,
Before that, it was just like you got some kid who worked in the office.
Yeah.
Anyway, the opening line of this review was, I have seen the future of comedy and its name is Harry Hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right. So the next day, or the morning that comes out, I get in the box. Normally I was in there for like 5 minutes because only needed sort of 5 minutes for everyone to come in, so there's only like 10 people. I'm in the box and I'm sweating. I can't breathe. I'm thinking, why is this taking so long, right? This is ridiculous. I was in the box for, 15 minutes. He starts playing the music. I jump out, right? I can hardly see anything because it's just been so dark. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
And I look out and it's packed.
Ah. And then did it start going well?
Completely, threw me completely. And,
Yeah. And did you make money back from your shows?
No, I lost. The most I ever lost in Edinburgh was 500 quid.
Yeah.
Because now it's sort of, as I understand it, it's thousands.
Thousands. I lost 8,500 in 2022.
But I wouldn't do it.
No, it's not worth it. But I think I think now people are less likely to do it because
I kind of think now but then there wasn't really anywhere there weren't these like fringe comedy theatres where you can do like an hour. There weren't really places you could do an hour. There were art centres, but I mean, they were all a bit sort of chin strokey.
And what was the club scene like?
Fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
You could work every night of the week.
Yeah.
Work every night of the week. You'd be working 2 shows on a Friday. The best I ever did was early show at the Comedy Store. And this is I know this sounds like granddad talking, but I would drive to the Comedy Store, park outside. It's like Leicester Square, park, on Piccadilly or Leicester Square or something around the corner. Get out, do the early show, get back in the car, drive to the Banana Club in Balham.
Yeah.
Do the early show there. And do the later show there. There were 2 shows. You just go on one, come off, go on to the other one. Get back in the car, drive back to the late show and it was all cash, right? And I would just have like pockets full of cash at the end of a weekend. So that would be Friday night and Saturday night.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
Yeah,
It was the golden age. I mean, I was talking to Stuart Lee about this, and we were both saying we sort of had the best of it. Because also what would happen is if you did get something like a bit of a tickle in Edinburgh, you automatically got a Channel 4 pilot.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
sometimes a series.
That's all of that. Even starting with you parking at the Comedy Store, that's not possible now. I even looked into it the other day, but they said it would be £55 for 3 hours at the NPC car park. Pointless.
No, this is in the street. This is in the car park.
That's not happening.
Yeah. You can park on a single yellow, I mean.
Yeah.
This would be...
Then you're paying congestion through, back to Balham, more congestion, charge.
Well, you only pay it once.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Let's not milk it.
Yeah. But that was... People were making... club comedians would make...
It was enough to make... It was a living.
Yeah. People bought houses from club... Because I don't think you could just do club going now.
I had a friend who phoned me up. He lived... 90s comedians will know who I'm talking about. He lived on a barge.
Oh.
And he phoned me up and he said, Harry, he goes, how'd you open a bank account? And I said, why? He said, I got 15 grand in a shoebox on my houseboat. It was like that. You go and pay it in. I used to go to the Halifax and pay this money in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it I would just spend. But you go to the Halifax and they think I was a drug dealer or something. He said, where have you got this money from, sir?
All cash.
Yeah. I say, sir, where have you got this money from?
And how many people declared their full tax, you think?
I always declared it all.
Yeah, every penny.
Every single penny. No, I was always very careful.
I did a gig in Gloucester and I was on with Jared Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, I'm getting paid the same amount as I did for this in 1995.
Yeah, I think it's about, I think you get less. Yeah, perhaps less now. I don't just really understand where it went wrong.
The problem is there's too many people who want to do comedy.
Yeah, we need a cull.
Yeah, and who was your... Yeah, we killed some comedians. What we should do is sell exploding pod mics.
I used to fantasize when I could never get on, right? It was tough to get gigs. Once you were on the circuit, you were away.
It takes a while.
But no one answered your calls. I used to fantasize about organising a benefit at Hackney Empire with all the top comics on: Jack D, Joe Brand, Lee Evans, and planting a bomb under the stage. Bang! And I'd walk away. Suddenly the phone starts ringing from Mr. Harry Hill.
Your diary's full.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long until you're on TV then? When you started from your first gig to?
In my mind, the rough order was. I'll tell you what happened was. I did that show with Alistair McGowan. Now Alistair McGowan. So it's the first. So I'd been doing it a year then. Did a 2-hander. Guess what it was called? The show.
Harry and Alistair Go Wild.
When Harry met Ali.
Oh, that's way better.
Yeah.
That's When Harry Met Ali.
Of course,
that's
at the
great.
time.
And that's the number one film at the time.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And anyway, we do that because he was always quite successful because he used to do a lot of voiceovers, impressions and stuff. And he used to work for Radio 4.
Mm-hmm.
So the producer from Radio 4 came along and he saw me at the same time. And he said, you should come and write for Weekending. You know Jon Magnuson? He's now the producer of Graham Norton's show.
Okay.
Oh, Harry, you should come and do. You should come and write for a Weekending. So Weekending was a topical weekly news program that anyone could write jokes for. Right.
Okay.
So they would do this thing on a Wednesday. I think it was an open meeting. Right. So there'd be an office opposite Broadcasting House, and you just walked in off the street. Anyone, right? You didn't need to have a pass or anything. You just walk in, and there'd be this meeting, a room like this, packed full of basically kind of weirdos. And they'd say, and the producer would say, right, so there's trouble with the Channel Tunnel, digging the Channel Tunnel. Anyone got a joke about that? And someone would put their hands up and say, yeah, I've got an idea about sort of, but giant conker gets rolled down it. Yep, write that one up. It was like that, right? But there'd be a meeting before that where the best stories had been covered by commissioned writers who were like Stuart Lee and Richard Herring and Al Murray, I think, as well at the time. Those sort of Oxbridge types, right? And then if you got on, then you'd listen to the show. So I was a doctor. I was doing like part-time doctoring. So what I used to do was I would write these sketches and I would get into the hospital early and use the hospital fax machine to fax through my sketches or jokes, which was illegal.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Also, imagine you're in hospital and you see that the doctor's using the fax machine. Yeah. He's written some puns.
Yeah. And it would be knock, knock. Mr. Prime Minister, do come in. That was most of those sort of sketches. Oh, Mr. Gorbachev, what can I do for you? And then I got commissioned, right? So that meant I got a guaranteed payment. I think it was like I was getting £100 a week or £100 a month or something. Anyway, that was basically enough to pay my rent, so I could give up being a doctor. Yeah. And then once you got in the system, Radio 4, then they said, why don't you do a funny show? So I did like Harry Hill's Fruit Corner. That's with Al Murray and all these guys.
And who did you start with? Was that your sort of Al Murray, Stuart Lee?
Yeah, me and Al were quite thick together. Stu's was a few years ahead of me, and I used to go and see Stuart. I wanted to be Stuart Lee, basically. Really? When I was a student, I used to go and see him.
And he stopped, didn't he? For years.
Yeah, he was made broke, wasn't he? He didn't have any money.
Jerry Springer musical.
That's right. Yeah, he got fed up, but he was made broke by writing a hit musical. But he, so that was that, and. I tell you what, and then I could never get on the TV, right? Mm. They always said, wouldn't work on TV. So then what happened was that, remember they brought back Saturday Live. Was it Friday Night Live or Saturday Live? Friday Live.
Brought it back again, haven't they?
No, that's Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
What did you think of that, by the way?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't. What did you think?
I think it shows great promise.
Okay, nice. No, I actually haven't seen it yet. Mm.
It's very exciting. It makes you realise how little of that sort of stuff is around, actually.
Well, nothing's around.
No.
We've had 15 years of comedy game shows with nothing else really going on.
Yeah, it's depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be like, the comedians go paintballing. Who cares?
Yeah. Wait a minute, is that an idea?
Yeah, I could. Actually saying I thought that's quite good. It's usually worse than that. It's more tedious.
Yeah.
But then I don't really get offered TV at all. I've not done TV in this country. I just do online.
Oh, yeah. It's very funny, yeah. That's why I'm here, really, because I saw a bit of that. I thought, he's quite funny.
Thanks, man.
No, we met on was something for. Was it against Palestine or for?
Yeah,
Palestine?
No, it was against the children of
get those two
Palestine.
mixed up.
Yeah.
I was for the children of Palestine.
Yeah, no,
it was a strange gig, wasn't
I
it?
can't remember. Yeah, no, and we did. I did one outdoors with you
Really?
in Brighton. I think it was. Is it Will
No,
Briggs? The
not
tents?
Not me.
It's Harry Enfield. No, I'm kidding. It was no, it was definitely you.
He's looking more and more like me, isn't he?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you morphing into the. Maybe there's just one of you, and we just don't. This has been a big game the whole time. No, I swear we did an outdoor tent gig, and then I did the mock up with you.
Yes.
And you had an amazing joke. I don't know if you put it out, but it was about getting your dad a DNA test.
Yeah, it's a very good joke. That.
Have you put that one out?
That one. I've just recorded that tour show for.
Okay.
For
who for?
Sky.
Oh, nice.
The only people that would buy it.
Where did you film it?
Walthamstow.
Oh, really?
Soho, Walthamstow.
What, the Soho one?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I've not been there yet.
Yeah. Not some club in Walthamstow.
No. Harry Hill live in the pub.
What was it? What were you saying?
We were talking about TV being terrible.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was they said, we're bringing back Saturday Live or Friday Live, whatever it was. The one that basically kicked off the careers of all those alternative comics.
Yeah.
And Lee Hurst is going to host it.
Ah.
Right. And I thought, I don't really want to do it. I don't know why I didn't want to do it, but I didn't want to do it. Partly because it would use up all my material. They wanted me to do it every week, 5 minutes every week for is it 11 weeks or 10 weeks or something like that? So, but I'm on tour, and the promoter was booking me into places far too big.
How big? What?
Well, so it came to the crunch came. So he kept phoning me up saying, are you going to do this TV thing or not? And I was saying, I don't want to do it. And the crunch came. I was booked into Doncaster Dome, which I believe is about 800 seats.
Yeah.
And he goes, I said, how many? And he goes, about 100. Right. It was 80.
Yeah.
But 20 of them worked at the venue.
Okay.
So I was on, and about 10 minutes in, those 20 people started leaving.
Oh, God.
You know that thing of there's, that sort of sort of metal stairs, and then the doors.
Long way out as well. Takes a while.
Yeah. So the next day I said, that Saturday Live thing, I'll do it.
Yeah, of course.
So I did it. And then I was on it was live, which is fantastic for stand-up because they can't edit you or change the pace of it. So it worked really well for me. I was on early as well. So it was I think it started at 10:30 or 10 or something. I was on early, and after that it was I never looked back, full. And then suddenly all the other TV people were saying, just a minute, come back, just have a chat,
Yeah, and then what was it? I remember it was the first time because I was a kid then, but you've been framed.
You were
that must have been a great job.
Yeah, but it was a dirty. I mean, I thought twice about doing it because it was a dirty job at the time.
Did you ever have anyone nearly killing themselves trying to get on the show?
Well, I didn't look at I only just got sent the finished. Yeah, people say still to this day would come up to me and say, I sent a clip in and you've been framed. Did you get it?
Well, a man outside, Jared, he did. He said it to me before the show. If you're listening, he's literally out the door. He's apparently sent in multiple.
Yeah.
But they were all fake.
Yeah. We could always tell those.
Yeah. So it's
we
not
were quite
actually
strict
your fault,
on it.
It's his.
Although the first series I did, the producer was getting married and she needed extra money. So she was filming her own You've Been Framed clips and sending them in under different names and getting the money.
Really?
It's a scandal. There was one of a kitten falling into the sink or something, or a hedgehog falling into the sink.
How much money was at stake? I don't remember the cash.
It was always 250 quid. Never got more, never went down.
Someone's probably broke a leg trying to get on the show for 250 quid.
I don't know. I mean, when they offered me that, bearing in mind it was a really naff show.
But what was that job? You just go into a sound booth and
I'd get all the CDs, DVDs, and I would look at them and write jokes. Who
was that? It was Jeremy Beadle, wasn't it? Was it?
The originator.
Yeah.
But I was the longest serving.
But now the internet's now You've Been Framed. It's a sort of
killed it off.
It really has.
Actually, there was a sweet spot where. Because basically it came about, I think, because people suddenly had camcorders.
Mm-hmm.
and then it sort of died off a bit, and then everyone got phones, so everything was being recorded, so there was loads of stuff, and there was like a kind of heyday of it, and then everyone started putting it online, and that killed it.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, and the Jackass
it's still funny.
And stuff. I mean, some of the stuff. What was the Welsh one? The Dirty Sanchez, and they just would like.
That's practical. That was practical jokes.
But that was the sort of elevation of. It was ridiculous. I mean, I enjoyed it at the time. But they would do. They like hammer their testicles and stuff.
Yeah, but that wasn't. You can't compare them.
No,
I'm pushing back on this. Sorry, I'm not having it.
No, You've Been Framed was a cut above.
Yeah.
So why did you?
Most
feel
of them they
weird doing
bought
it?
in. You know, the truth is, they would go to these. There was these companies that own thousands of clips of people falling over skiing, and they would buy 400 clips of. We want people falling over at weddings. We want. Can we have 40 minutes of skiing accidents? Can we have people catching fire on holiday? And a lot of the music packages were that, and then they were topped up with. I mean, sometimes they would have to pixelate out the the time code on the camcorder. It would be 1992. Yeah.
I bet the person who had to sift through the videos, there was some probably quite horrific stuff in there. Where you go, that's assault or something like that,
And then what spoilt it for me was partly we started getting dash cam footage, doorbell footage, bit boring.
Are you still working on TV stuff? Do you still want to do it, or do you not care anymore?
I kind of think it's first of all, I'm too old. I'm sort of older than I wouldn't expect anyone to commission a series for me, and I think they would be quite wrong to, because I think there's all these other people, funny people who are in their 30s that have been passed over. So that's one aspect to it, but mainly. I mean, it's interesting. Everyone's been saying to me for a while, "Oh, TV's dead, and you want to go on."
Oh, you want to go on podcasts like this one?
So I started filming.
TV's dead every week on this podcast, but that's more out of spite than any actual truth.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it kind of dawned on me that maybe it was on the way out. The other week, I did This Morning. So in the old days, when you did This Morning, the very old days, obviously it was Richard and Judy, and you had to go up to Liverpool.
Oh, really? It was up there?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That floating.
Okay.
Yeah. They had a weather map of Britain floating in the lock.
Yeah.
And the weatherman would run around jumping on it. I think he was accused of something in it.
Oh, yeah, well.
Was locked away.
A lot of people from that era. No longer with us. Even.
And then you'd go to do This Morning with Holly and Phil. And it was.
Yeah, exactly.
There was wait a minute. And there was, it was a big studio, lots of people running around, people walking around with bits of scenery and wigs on and funny moustaches, no offence. And then, okay, so it's sort of like an event. You found, like, you had makeup on and all the rest of it. I did it recently, and it's basically, I said to the guy who's driving the car, I said to him, "You sure you're going the right way?" And it was in Covent Garden. It was in the basement of a building. Have you been there?
No.
I think this can't be right. Go in, it's like just one bloke behind a desk. Saying,
Red Cross tent.
Where are you here for? What you're here for. I was thinking, Jesus, I'm Harry Hill, for Christ's sake. What do you think I'm here for? Oh, this morning you go down into the basement. And in the basement, you're walking down this corridor and there's people sitting with laptops on their knees. So basically you are the people that used to be running around doing stuff. And you get shown into this sort of studio, tiny, well, not tiny, but anyway, I thought, crikey, if this is This Morning, this is the state of This Morning. It's obviously to save money. I was thinking maybe the game's up.
Yeah.
So then I decided to film my podcast.
Here? You did it here, didn't you?
I don't film it here because I think the picture's quality is very poor. Look at the lighting. Look at this reflection.
Yeah.
Look at this reflection here. It's like a solar panel. And then you've got this big red blotch here. What's that for?
I think that was Adam's idea.
Well, I think maybe you'd bring that over. Make it a bit more Hollywood.
This is great.
Welcome to show business, everyone. This is a good opportunity for me to plug my podcast.
Yep.
Is it? Was that why I came on this? No.
Yeah. That's why you came on.
I have a vodka scarf,
Okay.
which is called The Harry Hill Show,
Okay.
which is more like a TV show. Really. Because what I felt with podcasts, a lot of my stuff is visual.
Mm-hmm.
We just saw the brilliant bit with the light.
That was really good fun. No one's done that. Alistair Campbell's never done that in this room.
Yeah. So I felt like I was selling myself short. So it's a YouTube thing. But I've funded it. So I am, having done that, I would like doing it because you're in complete control.
Yeah.
So although there's not really a production value like you would get on TV, but at the same, I think the pros outweigh the cons.
Yeah, and the thing is with it is it's all to sell live tickets is my thing.
To be honest, if I was starting out now, I think it's great, the freedom of it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to film something back then, you couldn't really. It was, you could film it, but you couldn't edit it.
No.
You could put music, all the rest of it, captions. It's all so easy.
So easy.
You have an idea in the morning, you do it straight away. It's up there, and you get some satisfaction from that. I mean, it is an odd way to work, and I always resisted working for nothing.
The thing is, I think as well is we didn't get this TV when the money sort of dried up because advertising revenue's gone down.
Yeah.
They take less risks, so you suddenly had I remember writing a script and doing 28 drafts of it from notes in this company, and you thought, there's nothing here anymore. That shouldn't be anything.
I always think, what my advice is: the more they ask for, the less likely it is to happen.
Really?
So they say to you, "Are you got any ideas for the show?" Yeah, okay. How about this? Whatever it was, paintballing with Red Richardson.
Yeah, and celeb
Yeah,
guests.
can you do glossy PDF? Yes, okay, we do that glossy PDF. Okay, could we have a pilot episode? Yes, you do that. No. Okay, could we have a story arc for the whole series? Yes, you do that. Could we have a teaser? By that time, they've moved on to the next thing.
Yeah.
It's just them sort of kicking stuff.
Well, the moment's gone.
TV Burp, I never did any rewrites. I
Really?
used to write it on the Saturday, and I'd have to make cuts, right? There'd be stuff we cut from it. But, I mean, to be honest, I never even read it through. I would write it, skim read it, email it to the producer, and he'd send me, cut that. No, you can't do that. Get permission, whatever. Sam Fox won't agree to it, whatever. And we'd cut it. It'd be cut back, and we would record it, and it'd be edited. But I mean, I never stuff.
Yeah, that's a different world. We would never be.
I did a sitcom once, pilot for a sitcom. I mean, I don't even like sitcoms. I don't. Never been a particular fan of them. And they approached me. BBC said, "Oh, you can write a sitcom. Can you write a family-friendly sitcom, audience sitcom? And I thought, I wouldn't do it with an audience, which is much harder because you're exposed, aren't you? And also, it seems very old-fashioned.
Yeah. Who are those people going as well? I don't trust them.
You go to.
If you queue up, and I've written for shows where they film to a live audience, and I've seen them.
What live what shows were they?
Never mind the Buzzcocks I wrote for a few years. Done a few. Was it Mock the Week? I didn't go in on Mock the Week. I'd write from home. But if you're turning up at 2 p.m, maybe it's a normal thing to do. But
yeah, it's an odd bunch of people. Yeah.
I don't fully get it. It's a weird way to spend a Wednesday afternoon, which is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I have never applied for tickets for a.
No, I'm sure you could get them for free.
I might apply for tickets to go and see The Last Leg.
Yeah.
Anyway,
wrote
this thing. I was just get hundreds of notes back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, motivation of this character. There was a thing about. It was me living with my mum, played by Jennifer Saunders.
Yeah.
Right? Straight away, you're thinking, what's the problem? Just commission it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it's like. Anyway, one of the jokes was that I was having this giant candle of the Pope delivered. Or I'd bought, I don't know, something about it. And what happens is someone it catches, it melts. So I think I bought a waxwork of the Pope from Madame Tussauds. I don't know what it was, the story, but the long and the short of it was the statue of the Pope had melted. The waxwork of the Pope had melted and had become disfigured. And they said, "Oh, you can't do that because that will offend Catholics."
Yeah, probably would have, but that doesn't matter.
I don't think it would.
No. So that
It's not the Ayatollah.
No, that would be.
Yeah, I'm not stupid.
That would be. Who's the new one? Were we on number 3 now?
It's only one Ayatollah dead, by the way. The son is still
okay. Yeah. The naughty son.
They have put out some propaganda on the son, though. The US have, may or may not be true, that he's gay, secretly gay.
Well, they did that with Bin Laden, didn't they? The amount of weird porn he was watching. They do that with everyone. Hitler, they go, he had a tiny penis. So.
What was that about Hitler?
There's a whole Netflix show about how he's got a micro penis, which I just think is besides the point. I think the Holocaust was enough.
What implication it was his motivation?
I don't know. I think they just they're running out of content. So like,
how did they do it? Just sort of trousers, inside leg measurements.
Yeah. I didn't know until today. Harry Hill's not your real name.
It's not. No,
you've been rumbled by Wikipedia. Matthew Keith Hall.
Yeah.
What? Why did you go for Harry Hill?
I didn't. I went for Harry Hall originally.
Oh, and there was another one on the
There was another one on Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's one on equity. You had to be the whole thing was to get your equity card.
Mm-hmm.
For a while I was going to call myself Harry Carnegie.
Yeah.
Because it's Hall, Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, that works.
Harry Carnegie, hello. If it's in the news, it's in the show.
They think you're an Italian, I reckon. I don't know. Yeah. But that's
cool. I thought it sounded kind of a New York Jew type thing.
Yeah, okay.
Jackie Mason,
Harry Carnegie.
Hey, it's Harry Carnegie. What can I do for you? Yeah. Take my wife. Yeah, all that.
He was great.
I get booked in the Catskills.
Yeah, he did. I think he did Soho Theatre like not long before he died. He was like 96. Crazy. So Harry, what is your morning routine?
What do you mean? Like what? Get up?
Cold plunge, 5 a.m., 6, athletic greens.
No, I get up. My wife wakes me up about 7:30 with a cup of tea.
Yeah.
She throws over me. No. And then
Did she call you Harry or Matthew?
Matthew, of course. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
This is mind-blowing to me. Did you know this?
I think I wrote a whole 10-page biography on you once because working for Jon Magnuson, because obviously you came on Graham Norton while I was working on it.
Oh dear, yeah.
You've been writing erotic fan fiction.
I only did it twice, that
Harry
Graham
Hill.
Norton show. I'm not terribly good on those sort of shows.
Here we go. So this will be the one. It would have been the Gary Lineker, Jessica Chastain and you, January 2015.
Who's Jessica Chastain?
Actress, isn't she?
Yes, gingerhead American actress. But yeah, Gary Lineker.
I don't remember him being there.
Yeah, I think he walked on midway through, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's right. He had the FA Cup with him, and I put it on my head, I think. Yeah,
oh, nice.
Desperate. Desperate for
so
a laugh.
7:30, you've woken up. What's your next move?
So then I get up, probably walk the dogs, have breakfast. So I start with for breakfast I'll have steel cut oats that have been soaked overnight in almond milk. There's perhaps a sprinkling of goji berries or chia seeds.
Why is this? Is this just it's really healthy to do?
This is something I've got into. Then for lunch I'll have a poke bowl, smoked salmon on a bed of quinoa and some raw carrot and avocado. In the evening I'll have a grilled Skinner's chicken breast served with some a green vegetable like pak choy. And about 9:30 I'll have a bag of Wotsits. It's a joke. It's my joke.
Yeah. Fair enough. That sounds pretty healthy. Do you drink?
I don't eat that. I just eat what I like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I love to drink. Yeah.
Nice.
If I could be drunk all the time, I would be.
We had a site. You're not the first doctor on the podcast. We had a guy called Andrew Steele, and he's trying to make it so people can live to 150.
Oh yeah, futurist.
He died last week. No, he didn't. I'm kidding. But he said, "What do you say? Smoking is the bad." Yeah.
In my humble experience as a doctor, it seemed to me the only thing that you should avoid is smoking.
Really? Yeah.
It's probably safer to be a heroin addict than a smoker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not recommending heroin addiction.
No. And then didn't you nearly come out of a doctor retirement during COVID? This is the rumours.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. Well, Yeah, they contacted all. I kept on the register for
Yeah.
old time's sake as retired. Because actually, when I first gave it up, all you had to do was pay 300 quid a year or something to stay on the register, and you could still prescribe. You could still practice.
So you could get hold of opioids and stuff if you
Not
wanted.
opioids, because they would ask questions. But I would prescribe, antibiotics,
Yeah.
if Stuart Lee had a UTI or, someone had a bit of thrush.
Yeah.
I would be the one, I would write a prescription. Actually, for my kids as well, if they had sort of sore throats, yeah. And then they stopped that. It had been like 20 years since I'd last worked as a doctor. I was still writing prescriptions. A lot of the drugs I was prescribing were now defunct or on some sort of blacklist. But so I went retired just for old time's sake. And then during that pandemic, I got an email from the GMC saying, we wanted people to return to work, retired, or be prepared to return. Click here, click on this link to set the ball in motion, right? I thought, okay, well, no. Then I'd had a drink, I'd had a couple of gin and tonics, and I was sort of, remember like the beginning of the pandemic before everyone knew it was going to be over. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, this is my moment to step up, this is like, joining up.
Yeah.
So, going down and so I clicked on the link, which said a whole chain of,
oh no,
culminating in a phone call from a woman called Dawn, from the South London Workforce Hub. Mm-hmm. She says, "Oh, it's Dawn from the Workforce Hub, whatever it is, NHS Workforce Hub." I said, "Oh yeah, well, before you say anything," I said, "it's 30 years since I was a doctor. Doesn't matter," she said. I said, "Well, I was like pushing back.
Does, yeah.
I was trying to. I said, well, I really wouldn't know. What doesn't matter," she said. "What was your speciality?" Like you asked. Well, the last job I'd done was respiratory, right? I said, but I didn't really have a speciality. Well, what was the last job? I said, well, respiratory. Great. And she says, well, okay, so would you be able to start work at the Nightingale Hospital, the XL Nightingale Hospital?
Yeah.
Remember they converted that great big dome into
and then they didn't really use it, did they?
No. Could you start work there? And I said, wow. I said, I'm South London, so it'd be very difficult to get to. She said, okay. And she goes, would prefer South London. She writing all this down.
She wouldn't stop.
And I was thinking, Christ,
Did you know you were Harry Hill?
No, so at that point, she says, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to phone you back on a FaceTime.
Yeah.
So that you can hold up your passport, so I can identify that you are the person who I think I'm talking to for their sort of security thing. I thought, here we go. She'll see it's me. Anyway, I've got a sort of COVID beard, and she's not someone who is a natural ITV viewer.
Yeah.
Dawn, she's sort of in the 70s, grey hair, sort of more Radio 4 listener. And so then it was sort of the whole thing. And they sent me loads of tutorials to do, right? Get yourself back up to speed, right? So there's all this stuff. Clicked on one of the links. I thought, well, I'll just click on this one. And it's like, didn't know any of it. I was thinking, I was working through it like a cold sweat. I was thinking, Christ, if it's taking me this long for just one tutorial, it's going to take me 5 years. It's going to be another. And then it never happened. Everyone sort of behaved themselves, washed their hands, and stayed indoors.
Weird time. We got the measles thing at the moment. I don't know if it's just everything. I think it's going to be hard after that to get people to do anything now.
What?
After COVID, do you think we could go? But I think.
Well, it's the reason to do it, because it worked. If you ever needed proof that vaccines work, COVID's your answer.
There's enough people who will go, actually, it wasn't bad, and this is just the same thing again, and we're not doing it.
Yeah, but
and then we'll all get wiped out.
Well, those people will. Have the vaccine.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anyone with severe measles?
No.
No, neither have I. But
I had a vaccine. I think I had a vaccine as a kid. We do, don't we?
Yeah,
we get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that every COVID death.
It's this weird idea that doctors have some ulterior motive. There's a few bad doctors, but most of them just want to get you home.
Yeah.
Get home themselves so they can drink and smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Harry, what would your Red Talk be on? What idea would you like to spread with the world?
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about what the skill that I have, which I'm pleased with, is I've recently learned how to make coleslaw.
That's good. I buy it from M&S or
Yeah.
Sainsbury's, and it's usually pretty rank. It's sort of glooby at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a bit gloopy.
Yeah.
So make your own.
Okay.
Mm.
You've heard it.
Is that what you're after?
Yeah, no, it's a life-changing podcast. Big ideas with.
Oh, you've got notes. You've got a book with notes in.
It's a Quran. I actually got soaked the other day. It's wet because I was walking past. There was a guy. There was a big Waitrose, and he was cleaning the windows with a sort of 4-story squeegee.
Yeah.
And I walked past, and sort of it just went, and it just toppled all over me.
If only you'd been filming it. You'd have been 250 quid up. If it was 15 years ago, whenever it was.
Exactly. I could have been on your show. Thanks so much for coming on this one. Cheers, mate.